All right, so big announcement. Apple has just announced iPad Pro, not no longer 11 and 12.9, but now it is 11 and 13. Finally. So let's talk. All right, so here we go. iPad Pro 11, iPad Pro 13, now here with the new M4 chip. I actually have the website pulled up right here, and we're gonna talk about the Pro model because that is always the model that I go after, and the biggest one is always the baddest one, and I always go for that biggest one. So we are going to be ordering the 13-inch iPad. Like I said, I've already ordered that. I've already ordered the Magic Keyboard, and I've already ordered the Apple Pencil Pro. So all those things will be in on the 15th next week. We will be talking about those. And we've also went ahead and ordered all of the cases that are coming out, the folio cases, the trifold cases from Apple. So I've already ordered those. They come in white, black, and a new denim color. So we got those coming in. I do want to see if they'll like even fit my M1 because I'm still in the Stone Age right now. I never upgraded to M2. They skipped M3. Now we're at M4. So I got the M1. I'm looking for a huge improvement. So let's dive into it just a little bit because we're going to be learning more about this iPad. Just got over the show and all that good stuff. And now we're going to talk about these specs because one of the biggest things is it got smaller. Actually, one of the thinnest iPads to date as far as Apple scale goes on the Pro models. So just keep that in mind. Ultra, Retina, XDR display, all that good stuff. You know, they like to put all those names out there, but a very advanced display. You're going to be able to get tons of different colors, deeper blacks, things of that nature. It's just going to look good. Average consumer wants to know, will it look good? Yes, it will look good. Now, speed, power, all that good stuff. We're going to get to that. I like to talk about that stuff as well. I want to really talk more about it when I get it to compare it with my M1. But this thing does come in two separate colors. You do have the space black and the silver. So we're looking forward to that. Space black is what I got. That's what we look forward to. And we got the white Magic Keyboard coming as well. Now, I'm not an artist. But I do like to use Procreate from time to time, and if you've seen it in my videos, and if you're old to the channel, you know that I go into Procreate and delve in there sometimes, and if you're new to the channel, you'll find out that I do like to doodle and use Procreate. But this very thin, slim design is going to give me a lot more functionality, especially when I'm doing different presentations and things of that nature. So I'm really excited for the thinness, the lightness, all that good stuff. One of the other things that I'm really excited about is the 1000 nits of screen brightness and the 1600 nits of peak brightness. So when you're outdoors trying to show somebody something in the sunlight, you should be able to get a very, very good picture without a glare. Now, ProMotion, of course, you know, it's always the adaptive title that goes along with that. So anywhere from 10 to 120 hertz refresh rate. Most of the times you get a decent refresh rate, especially when you're playing video games and watching videos in like 4K, 60 frames per second, things like that. You get decent, they're pretty much true to it. 120 hertz really only comes in on a few applications. I know Disney Plus actually can give you that full 120 hertz refresh rate. Also, some videos on YouTube will give you that capability. So we'll try all that out as well. Let's see what we got. M4, they call it the rocket chip. Apple always has names for all of their stuff. And iPad being one of my favorite devices, I like the gimmicky stuff that goes along with it. Up to 4 times faster than the M2. So like I said, I got an M1. Hopefully this thing blows mine out of the water. I'm gonna download the exact same iPad that I'm using right now directly to that one. We're gonna run the same apps. We'll do some testing and see how all that works. But let's talk a little bit more about this pencil because I feel that the pencil is gonna be targeted towards really just at artists, because you can go out and get third-party pencils. Like I just did a review on the ESR Digital Stylus Pro. You can go out and get something like that for like 20, 30 bucks. And it's going to do you the exact same that the Apple Pencil will do without the gyroscope and all that good stuff. So I feel that that pencil is going to be strictly targeted towards those people who are real artists. Like, you're doing graphic arts, you're doing design, you're doing engineering. It's going to be guaranteed. It's going to be targeting those types of people, professionals. But we got to get it. I mean, like, it comes with the territory. We got to get it. We got to try it out. Now, this Magic Keyboard. Apple finally listened to the consumer, because I've had my same Magic Keyboard for probably like 3 to 4 years now. And that shortcut row has been severely missed. Like, now that I can control everything right from the keyboard, the shortcut row, we should have had that from the beginning. Like, and I said this years ago when I first got the Magic Keyboard. Apple is going to wait until the second rendition of it, and they are going to, boom, throw it out there. And here we go. Magic Keyboard on deck, already ordered. It'll be here. We'll talk about it. The camera, Mike's Camera Action. They're saying you can shoot, edit, and do everything. Like, okay, so I already know you can edit, because I've been editing from my iPad for years. I don't shoot video because it always comes out like kind of grainy and things like that. So I don't just really shoot video on my iPad. And 9 times out of 10, if you're holding the iPad, it kind of gets heavy and it's cumbersome, and nobody wants to go through that. So I'm interested to see how this is going to work. 12 megapixel wide angle camera with adaptive true tone flash, a landscape 12 megapixel ultra wide camera that supports center stage, and it is now landscape. So no more of those little awkward portrait trying to look over here in the corner, doing those things like that. You're gonna look straight ahead when you're doing FaceTime with grandma, grandpa, family, and friends, and it's gonna be all good. Just like Android and Samsung and everybody else has been doing for years, but Apple has now finally got an adaptive system. Boom, they adapted finally. Studio quality mics, 4-speaker sound system. You really can't get much better. Like, I always say that, what can you do to make the iPad better? And I think they got it right this time. M2 was basically M1 with a different chip, but now I think we got something. What else? Okay, faster connection, Wi-Fi 6E, all that good stuff. Now, this is where I put the disclaimer in for people like the average consumer. When we talk about Wi-Fi 6 and all those different things, your routers and modems and things like that have to be up to date to take advantage of all that stuff. So you're not, that's like when you go to the Best Buy and to Target and Walmart and you see those display TVs playing that awesome picture, and then when you get it home, it doesn't show like you saw it in the store. That's because you have to be able to broadcast in the signal to get that picture. Same with this. You got to be able to broadcast that Wi-Fi 6 signal to take advantage of Wi-Fi 6 on the device. So just keep that in mind before you buy. Don't think you're just going to automatically have these things. Your signal has to match up with the product. Just keep that in mind. That's with anything, TVs, etc. So we are looking at ordering iPad Pro. I got to get used to saying 13 because they actually have it now on the screen as 11 and 13, and the 13-inch model starts at $12.99. So this is where the kicker comes in at. When you select 13, you pick your color. Once you pick your color, you're gonna pick your storage. Your storage is what makes all of the difference. If you pick 256, you can take advantage of getting the standard glass. Now let's go back. You see right here, it says nano textured glass, which that's what Apple was telling us about in their key presentation, in their keynote. Nano textured glass. In order to take full advantage of the nano textured glass, you gotta at least get a 1 terabyte model, which starts out at $18.99. So you're paying $2,000 for an iPad at this point, and you do not even have a pencil or a keyboard. So That's one of those things that they always get you with, because they're gonna make you want the biggest, baddest, thing that they got. We're just gonna go Wi-Fi model. We don't need cellular. Our phones have cellular data now. For all my people who are listening, your phones have hotspots. Take advantage of the hotspot. Buy the basic, use your hotspot. That's the smart thing to do. We don't need engraving. Now, here we go. Apple Pencil Pro. The good thing about this device is it actually will take advantage of using the Apple Pencil with USB-C. Also, the Apple Pencil Pro. It does not say that you can use Apple Pencil Gen 2 with that device. So we're gonna be testing that out as well, just to see if Apple Pencil Gen 2 will work with the new device. But we're gonna pick Apple Pencil Pro with no engraving, and you save that to your cart. Next up, Magic Keyboard. One option, add Magic Keyboard for iPad Pro. That's it. We do want to know if the old Magic Keyboard will work with we want to know all that stuff vice versa. So we're going to be testing that out when we get everything in hand. We'll save that. Add trade-in value. Now, I went to trade in my M1 iPad, and Apple told me that they would give me $100 for my M1. So I told Apple, no, of course not. No, we're not gonna do that. I'll give it to one of my kids before I even think about giving it to Apple for $100. Like I give it to my children. That's it. So no trade-in. We're gonna buy all this outright. So to get the 1 terabyte model, and we're gonna add Apple Care, 2-year coverage. That's a standard. So to get the 13-inch iPad Pro with Wi-Fi, 1 terabyte model, nano textured glass in silver with a pencil, with a keyboard, you are going to spend a grand total of $26.46. That's crazy for a tablet. Like you can get the latest MacBook Pro for the price of all this stuff right here. So I know people are gonna go out and buy it. That's them. I opted for a cheaper model because I'm not a professional with this. I'm not doing like super heavy duty things. I'm doing light editing. I'm doing doodling. I'm doing everyday tasks such as like Word documents, doing things for work, little projects, and storing my files and my data. And now we do have the capability of using SSD. So I don't need all that extra storage because I can put stuff directly on my SSD and just pull it whenever I need it to my folders application. So my model and everything, I think I spent a grand total of around $1,800, I think, for everything. With the cases and all, probably like 21, 22. So that's like 3 cases or 3 folios, Magic Keyboard, pencil, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's your pricing. That's how it prices out. What you're gonna get in the box is actually the device itself. You're gonna get the USB Type-C charging cable. You get a 20-watt USB Type-C power adapter, and you get a polishing cloth for the nano textured glass. That's if you get the nano textured screen. I did not opt in for that. Like that's beyond me. So, but it's everybody is gonna have their own flavor. Everybody's gonna do their own thing. But that's just what I got. So we look forward to getting that. It's supposed to be here on the 15th. So cases come later on this week. We'll do a video on those. I'll unbox those for you. All the other stuff, the good stuff, the biggest stuff will come on the 15th. We'll do unboxings of all of that. We'll talk about it. We'll try it out for about a week or so. And then we'll get back and we'll talk about what is so good about this new iPad and if it's going to be something that you need in your arsenal. So hopefully this has been able to help someone. I just wanted to give my little 2 cents on everything that's going on iPad Pro. Until next time, Average Tech Guy out. Peace.